name is Dr.Hari I run a group of institutions Imperial College. I'm the founder chairman. We started way back 2007 college. We are 10 years old. We just started a few months back a new division to develop the digital skills across India under the name of Vision Digital India. So what we do exactly in Vision Digital India, we have a tie-up with a couple of companies like IBM, and we train students, mainly engineering, management and degree college students on digital skills, something on analytics, something on app development, something on digital marketing certification, where there is a plenty of job opportunities are available across India as well as globally. So we thought now a lot of engineering students are without jobs. So with these small skills, they can able to get a better jobs. So that is, we are trying to do that. In the last 9 months, we are able to reach more than 9 states in India and train closely 8,500 students. And we are planning to reach by the end of this year 10,000 number of students. And by 2018, our aim is to reach at least 50,000 students. So now we are geared up and we have a full-fledged faculty. We have a teams across India in different regions. So this is what we do on digital area.
So under new situations and challenges, what relationships should school pay more attention during the process of innovative development?
So today technology is rapidly developing. So now we are moving from people started using the 2G technology 3G. Now slowly in a few months we are moving to the 5G technology. The 5G technology, I think in the month of Feb 2018, South Korea is hosting a Winter Olympics. Seoul is the place where the Winter Olympics is happening. So they are going to do a trial of using the 5G technology. So once the 5G technology comes, I think there is a drastic improvement in the school education especially. The reason is today what happening if you take major cities in India like Bangalore, Delhi or Mumbai, Calcutta and all, we are having a lot of problems like a traffic, people movement. So this 5G technology and even a 4G technology also, we can able to deliver the classes, whatever happens in the classroom at the home. So it is a more convenient, and some of the colleges and higher education institutions today, they are unable to use this technology. So, but across the world, if you look at the top universities of the world, US is the place where you have out of 100 top universities of the world, 50 universities are based in US. So what they are doing is mainly last 5 months I am in US and just back a month back working closely with a couple of reputed Ivy League universities. So I visited more than 35 universities in US. What I learned from there is they use the technology in a classroom, they use the technology in every department. That is the reason they are able to produce the excellent result. And today we are calling Bangalore as a digital capital. We are overtaken even a Silicon Valley. But actually when you go to the ground level, like if you take India as example, we are a 1.3 billion population. So out of 1.3 billion population, 55% of the people still live in rural villages. So this is the area where still we are unable to connect. Still they are using the 2G technology. And the speed what we are using is 3 times lower than what the speed available in Singapore. A small country, which is the entire country of Singapore is less than Bangalore city. So, but the fast internet usage and the bandwidth what Singapore got, we are 3 times lower. So today, wherever we go, in fact, my experience traveling to more than 45-50 countries, wherever we represent India, the moment we say India, they say, oh, you are from IT field. So today, India is recognized as a IT capital of the world. But when you come and see the reality, what exactly happening in India, still we have a lot of issues related to the connectivity. if the speed might have a much better, maybe I'm just comparing with the Singapore, then maybe India might have overtaken even a countries like US, countries like London. With even a limited speed what we have, today our people are able to succeed. So why I'm referring when you ask the question is the problems and situation and analysis. Today even in a problematic situation, people are able to see so if kind of good infrastructure, good facilities are provided, then I think we will become number one, and we will be as a number one across the world, undisputed leaders. And when it comes to the education mainly, today we have closely 39,000 colleges, 39,000 colleges and 790 universities in India, which includes the private, deemed, autonomous, government, all. If you include, it is the 790 universities we have. And every year, 3.5 crore students get graduation on different courses, whether it is a BBA, BBM, BCA, MBA, whatever degree, whether it is engineering. And unlike any country in this world, India got a largest youth population. That is, we call as a demographic dividend. So out of the 1.3 billion population what we have a 58% of the people belong to the age group of below 35. That means I am talking around 70 crore young population is available today in India, unlike any country in this world. If you compare US, you compare UK, you compare Germany, which is growing at a very fast pace, we have a lot of advantages. So how we can use this youth advantage, the demographic dividend, is the challenge for India in the next coming years. What we are talking is as an advantage. Wherever we are going, we are talking we have a youngest population. But if you are not able to provide jobs for this young population, then we will have a disaster in coming years. So the government or institutions, whether educational or companies, now they have to work towards making, creating a new jobs, creating a kind of what exactly the student want, the skill development. These are the areas actually we have to develop in India.
Question is, do you think India has adequate technology? So you already answered because of that. So the transformation from classroom learning and tuition to non-traditional online learning, it is not easy. So what challenges do you face?
Yeah, today, if you see other countries, mainly the developing countries, the online education become very popular. Today, you have platforms like Coursera, you have platforms like Khan Academy. They have a largest students base in the world. Like when I am talking about 3 crore students in India every year, they take degrees. In Khan Academy itself, they have more than 5 crore people enrolled to do online courses. But in India, still we are at the primary level. The reason is the language. Still we have more than official languages itself, more than 35 to 40 languages in India. So we have people living in villages, they are unable to understand the local language. So these most of online courses which are available today in the world are mainly on English. So understanding the language, understanding the way they speak is the major difficulty in online education. Today actually you need not to go to Harvard, Stanford or MIT. Sitting at your bedroom, you can able to attend the classes whatever happening in Harvard. But how you can able to observe the classes what you are attending online is the major challenge for the Indian students. So that is the reason what we done is after so much survey, so much research, we are now doing all our digital courses as a classroom training. So there, every student is a different now. It's not like the same. So if you go to a college, if you are addressing 100 students, so each student ability of understanding is a different and interest will be a different. So if you can able to address these all 100 people situation only through the face-to-face is the better model right now for an Indian system.
So here is my last question. What technology initiatives do you see gaining maximum ground for graduations, universities and kids?
Okay. So now, in fact, still people, most of the colleges, what I'm referring around 40,000 colleges in India, still they follow the old traditional kind of a system, learning the outdated things. So if they learn these things, then it will be a great difficulty because it is not like a 5 years back what kind of a jobs available in India. Today the things are changing. Today India is a 2.4 trillion economy and we are growing at not as a GDP I'm talking. GDP is just we are 6%. But if you talk about the organizational growth and industry growth, we are growing at a very high speed. I think in the next 4 to 5 years, by 2022, we will be a 5 trillion economy, 5 trillion economy. And when I'm talking about the 5G technology today, 5G technology itself is going to create closely 7 trillion economy to the industry and 25 million new jobs. So what students exactly they have to do is now try to understand what is the future, what kind of a courses will be there. Today we are talking, even in this conference, we are talking about artificial intelligence, the blockchain technology, cloud computing, analytics, digital. These are the areas actually they have to get trained because the next 5 to 6 years, this is the future. It's like moving from pager to mobile, how we move drastically in a few days' time. Today, in fact, the Martin Cooper invention is a mobile phone, and there is no other product like mobile which reach large number of people in this world. Today, 5.2 billion people use mobile. There is no other product in the last century, I can say, which reached so fast like a mobile phone. So students actually they have to work on the mobile technology, using the mobile, and how they can learn the courses related to mobile and connectivity. These are the challenges. Today, if Ola and Uber driver, who is not even a 10th standard person, can able to understand English and able to navigate using the GPRS. So that is how we have to develop using this technology, because today mobile is going to create a revolution in the world, because by next 2000, today we have in India itself 105 crore mobile connections. So I think India will become by 2020 the largest mobile user in the world. So how we can connect using mobile technology is the major challenge. If student can able to do this kind of a courses, and they will have a definitely a great career opportunity, and they can get a better dream jobs what they are aiming.
Anything you want to add up?
Yeah. So in fact, all the governments are working progressively, whether it is a Congress or BJP. Every government, every state want to compete with other state. So this is a good situation, unlike earlier. Unlike earlier, we used to talk, that government is not functioning, this government is no forecast. But now, if you see across India, majorly 15 to 18 states, they're competing with each state, and each state is doing things different. Each state is focusing on different target audience. So especially if you look at the Karnataka as a state, today, hope you people might have read in the last 5-6 days newspapers. Even though we don't talk much, but today we are a #1 destination for the investment. Karnataka is the #1 destination for the investment. And Karnataka is the #1 in digital economy. Karnataka is the #1 in startups. Karnataka is the #1 in creating an entrepreneur cycle. And Karnataka is the #1 in education. So we are much ahead of so many states, progressed in all the areas. So if we move forward in these areas and try to understand small issues like a traffic, small issues like a transportation, road condition, then definitely nobody can able to compare Karnataka, and it will become, I think already it is overtaken Silicon Valley in a couple of things. So definitely even in economy, even in a culture, we can overtake Silicon Valley. Thank you.